Hey YouTube, it is Chad with Flight Farm, and I've got the guy in the middle with me tonight, but we're missing Harwood, and we're missing Chapman Films, but we're got to do a show because we've got a lot of news for you guys. Let's get into it.
Yep. So first up, have John Daly.
Oh, Crusher. John Daly and John Daly II. They defeat Tiger Woods and Charlie Woods at the 2021 PNC Championship. Wow.
A little crazy. Yeah.
You wouldn't think John Daly's
I would not have
in
expected.
his shape with his
Yeah.
knees, still out there just crushing. Now this is ball golf. This isn't disc golf. If you're watching this and you don't follow ball golf, you missed out on a heck of a championship. That was awesome. Congrats to John Daly II, and sorry
Great
Tiger and son for your loss.
Next up, Craig Winters.
Ooh, I've heard of this guy. Have you heard of this guy? Team Flight Farm. Craig Winters just eclipsed 800 courses logged. He's been logging these in DG Course Review, UDisc. Like, he's logged so many courses. Some of these courses he's played hundreds of times.
Jeez, that is
So
that's a lot of hours.
He has a drive to play that I've never seen. I mean, this guy, he's hitting me up. He's like, hey, you want to play today? Hey, you want to play today? So he is on fire for disc golf. We love it. Congratulations, Craig, on your achievement. And looking forward to 1,000.
That'll be a fun number to reach.
We should do it. We should give him something. Do a giveaway when he gets to 1,000. If he's still with us on Team Flight Farm.
Like a special Craig disc.
The Craig disc.
What's up next? We got Eagle McMahon.
Okay, the Eagle McMahon Rainmaker Discmania Mystery Box did not sell out immediately like I thought it would, and I might have bought a few extra. So if you guys need to buy a Rainmaker box, hit us up at ffdiscgolf.com/shop, and we will have those in stock. We'll also have those in Vegas at the Disc Golf Con.
Disc Golf Con. Cannot forget about that.
That's going to be a good time. Man.
Well, I won't be there, but you will.
I've never been to Vegas, so I just hoping I don't get murdered or food poisoning or
I think you'll
lose
be
all
all
my money, turn into a gambling man.
Just don't go to the bad part of town. You should be fine.
Is there a bad part of town?
It's kind of called
town.
Vegas.
It's such a nice town though. Like I've been watching, like I'm a foodie, you know this,
Right.
And so I'm like, oh, where's all the best like spots? There's literally like a hidden pizza oven on the 3rd floor down this long hallway, no signage, and Caesars. Like there's all these secret little spots, and so I'm like, man, I don't even know if we'll be able to get away from Disc Golf Con to get into town and eat a lot. There is so much going on, guys. C tiers, pro panels, Q&As, clinics. There's going to be trade blankets, discs for sale everywhere. It's going to be a good time.
Nice. Our next item is Dave Feldberg.
Feldy signed a 2-year extension with Infinite Discs. Great move. He's been doing great things since he went from Latitude to Infinite Discs, and I'm really stoked about it. I know it's not like the biggest, most groundbreaking restructure or re-signing this offseason, but I'm a Dave Feldberg fan, so congrats to Dave, and congrats to Infinite for re-signing one of the best players of all time.
Very nice, very nice. All right, next up we have Des Reddings.
Des Redding, she just signed with Mint Discs, also out of Texas. Her and Jay Yeti Redding live in Texas. It's a great pickup, but somebody just tried to start something. They said they brought up Innova. Basically, that's her former sponsor. She hasn't been sponsored by Innova for years, so I'm not sure why they did that, but I like the pickup with Mint Discs. I love the Mustang. I love the Bullet. I just love what they're doing. The Sublime Jackalope has basically been in my bag since it was released. So this year's
that's
been
my praise, yeah.
Yeah, I like that disc a lot, Jackie's.
Next up we have Missy Gannon.
Ooh, Missy Gannon, big re-sign with Discraft. People were speculating she would leave. I didn't see that happening. her and Paige get along really well, and Discraft's just killing it this year. Why would you leave that team?
Right. While even there's still money to be made.
There's money to be made over at Discraft.
We have Kevin Jones.
KJ USA. Big deal here, right? I don't know if I agree. First off, I think it's great. He re-signs 4-year deal with Prodigy Discs. My only issue here is why go all 4? The game is going to change in 2. The contracts, the money is going to be completely different in 2 years from now.
All right.
He just sold himself short. I feel like with going with the 4-year, I would have gone with a 2-year max right now, just with how fluid the sport is.
Makes
and the
sense,
money.
yeah.
Yep.
It's all
But it's
changing all the time.
It sounds like they're hanging their hat on KJ. I don't know what this means for Chris Dickerson.
Was he also with?
He is also there, and I gotta feel like they were only going to hang their hat on one of these 2 guys. So
Kind of nudges him out then.
I love them both, but congratulations to KJ USA again signing a 4-year deal with Prodigy. I hope that's good money for him.
Yeah.
Enough to go through 4 years.
Nico Del Castillo.
Oh, Nico. Nico Del Castillo leaves Westside Discs. Still has 2 years left on his contract. This is kind of a Nico thing that he does. There was already on subreddits a meme that said he's going to Axiom so that he can throw a tantrum. So we don't actually know. There's no confirmation of that, if he will be throwing that mold from Axiom.
That's hilarious.
But we don't know what the future holds. He was seen throwing Wraith, I want to say some kind of Innovadisc recently, within a few weeks of this recording. So maybe that had something to do with the
influence decision.
Yeah, the confrontation between them. Like, hey, maybe don't do that. And he's like, I'll do what I want. And then he leaves with 2 years. And so Westside is stuck, contractually bound to producing 2 years of Nico discs now, even with Nico gone. So
they still have to make him even though he left.
And they took it with grace. Like they wished him well. They talked about he had a couple really great events this year. Again, we love Nico. We love his personality. It's just you hate to see that for Westside Discs.
Yeah. Next up, looks like we have Mason Ford.
Oh, Mason Ford. Is this an Innova exodus?
I'm
He was just, everybody seems like they're leaving Innova this year.
Feels like
they
that,
did have
honestly.
a big team though, right? But Mason Ford was just seen throwing Trilogy. I just had someone text me yesterday or the day before and say that was potentially photoshopped. That's a pretty good Photoshop job, if you ask me. I think he was seen throwing Trilogy. Now, is that the big announcement that was seen in the Emporia Gazette for Dynamic Discs? I don't think so. I still think...
something else.
Well, we'll get to that because I'm going to stick to my guns on this one. So hopefully Mason Ford goes Trilogy.
All right. So we have Prodigy and Katherine Allen.
Ooh, okay. Well, Katherine Allen has officially announced that she is leaving Prodigy Discs. She's literally been there like since the inception, basically.
Wow.
Founding team member. Well, her contract is up and she's going to be moving on. Prodigy actually announced, and they did this with Matty O. Before Matty O or Westside could announce his signing with them, Prodigy announced that he was leaving. So they just do the same thing here with Katrina.
Right.
Katrina did not announce, and wherever she's going did not announce, but Prodigy announced that she was parting ways. So we wish them the best. She's a 4-time Player of the Year, 2-time World Champion, something like that. She's amazing.
Praise.
Yeah. Kelly and I actually followed them. We were spectators at the 2019 GBO, and we followed the FPO that year. I don't know if you're watching this and you remember, that came down to the last putt of the last hole, hole 18. And she,
that is some close game.
And she won the GBO that year. And that was like the most exciting FPO action I've seen since I've been a player. And so now that's basically just my favorite FPO player.
Nice.
Because it was so exciting to watch in person come down to that last shot.
So anything that's like that, like on the wire, the last second, kind of like,
Oh, man.
from the middle of the court, throw the basketball.
Yeah,
Kind of thing, that concept.
And when she's on, it is scary. She's scary good.
Nice.
So.
Nice. It looks like our final bit of news here today is good old Ricky.
Ricky Wasaki, Raptor Legs, has officially announced he is leaving Innova. He posted a really nice thing thanking them and wishing them the best in the future. We still do not know where he's going. We've been speculating on the show for
A while
weeks now. If you're watching our weekly disc golf show and just tuning in, you think he's going to Bird Dog Discs. And I think he's going to either Dynamic Discs or West Side Discs. So we'll see. You want to bet an ice cream on it? I'm winning the ice cream. Don't want to be
I might have to rethink a little bit of ice cream. That's a pretty big bet.
Yeah. But guys, that is so much news going on right now.
That's a lot of stuff.
Again, thank you for supporting our show this year.
Yes.
It's New Year's Eve if you're watching this. It's probably after New Year's Eve. I had never done this living in Kansas, but as soon as I moved here to Oklahoma, I found out you have to eat black-eyed peas on New Year's Day. And
you don't have to. You're kind of encouraged to, and he'll beat you if you
it's
don't.
a strong encouragement, and I don't like them at all. I don't know if you guys have ever had them. They're gross. It's terrible. I gotta really salt them up and butter them up, and
I didn't eat any food though.
But we wish you guys a happy New Year, and we hope you support Flight Farm some more. You can go to ffdiscgolf.com/shop to keep the lights on.
What are you gonna do then? Is have like a light flicker?
You just go out.